all, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one whom isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign. So please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading may apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone else in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, I do hope everyone is doing well and feeling well on tonight. So let's get started. The first message you have here is fake phony Christians pretending to be uprighteous when they're sellouts and devils. Hypocrites in the church. Liars, cheaters, and thieves. Church corruption. Devil worshippers. And betrayal for the love of money. So guys, it looks like whoever this reading is for about, whatever church members, Spirit is saying that they're hypocrites. They're liars, cheaters, and thieves. Okay, so we're talking about some supposedly righteous, upstanding, holier than thou, saved, sanctified, and delivered individuals who fall along the line of the 7 deadly sins more than anything. Okay, there's some type of church corruption that's going on. Okay, first and foremost, these individuals are sellouts. Okay, they have sold their soul to the devil. They worship Lucifer as their god. There's definitely somebody messing up the church's money, okay? And it's involved, I feel like, in some criminal activities, some illegal things, okay? There's a lot that's going on, okay? There's even some betrayal that's going on, so there may even be some sacrifices and some other things that's going on there, but it all centers around money, them being hypocrites, liars, cheaters, thieves, some type of church corruption that is happening amongst these fake phony Christians. Okay, so we're gonna see what's going on here, guys. We're gonna get some further clarification for the situation and see what else Spirit has to say. Spirit, clarify fake phony Christians pretending to be uprighteous when they're sellouts and devils. Okay, so these individuals, this card says trying to blackmail you into selling out. I definitely believe at some point in time in these person's lives or in their careers or in their professions or they were blackmailed into selling out, okay? We're talking about individuals who are a part of, obviously, secret societies, covens, cults. We already spoke about devil worship. You would even be surprised to the churches that have some type of link, some type of connection to even sex rings and prostitution rings, okay? Or even gang stalking groups. I know that can sound very appalling, but I actually picked up this energy well, not earlier today, but it was on another day, and I heard something, or I heard something or seen something, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, say it ain't so. Because I literally picked up, it wasn't so much a specific person, but it seems like the church in general. It was like, the way it came to me was prostitution being ran through the church or out of the church or something. And it was laid and different things, so I didn't look into it or do a reading on it or whatever. It just came to me out the blue, and I was just like, oh my gosh, say it ain't so. You know what I'm saying? But you all would be surprised of the level of corruption that's in these churches, especially amongst these mega churches. Okay, so we clarify hypocrites in the church. Hypocrites in the church, Spirit. So we have here, so you rich, huh? But are you a real one? So we're definitely dealing likely with a mega pastor who has a mega church. Despite what people may believe, whomever this person is, they think they run the world, okay? This person is very... this person has some level of power, but this person is definitely wealthy. What people fail to realize is this person is mean. They're stingy. They like stunting and fronting and showing off and, you know, making boss moves, being the big baller, shot caller, mixing and mingling amongst the rich, the wealthy, the elite, if you will. This person is privileged, but they come off as very bossy. This person is also stuck up and bougie. They're very, or excuse me, bougie. They're very flashy, whoever this person is. Kind of cocky, but a big spender when they want to be. It's interesting because this person is stingy with certain people. I feel like when it comes to doing for others or helping others, this person is stingy. But when it comes to their flashiness and the way they stick out and things for themselves, they're a big spender. Okay? But this person is a hypocrite, and they're in the church, okay? And they think they run the world, honey, okay? That's why Spirit say, you rich, huh? But are you a real one? Because this person is definitely not real. Okay? Spirit, clarify liars, cheaters, and thieves. So we have here the ops around you are gaslighting you. I'm not sure yet if we're just talking to, in specifically pertaining to a pastor, or we're talking about multiple members of a congregation that holds positions within the church. Because there's several different people on different levels that holds different positions within the church. This says liars, cheaters, and thieves. So this leads me to believe that there's more than just the pastor or the first lady who's involved in some things, okay? Spirit is saying that these individuals are ops, though, and they're gaslighting their congregation. They're gaslighting the public. They're full of trickery. They even target certain individuals within their congregation and outside of their congregations, like congregations, family, etc. This pastor plays a lot of mind games on people. There's always some type of trickery, some type of double talk or something, emotional abuse in a way, if you will. This person is full of lies, deception, and manipulation, just period, point blank. They also use some type of mind control tactics in their sermons. It's like it's some method that they use, whether it be a way of speaking, It's something that they speak. It's something that they do. Like this person, I can almost guarantee you that there's some, with them being devil worshippers, there's some type of witchcraft that's being cast over their church and over their congregation. This pastor in particular have a way with words. This person can be very captivating, which ties into the mind control and the manipulation, the deception, okay? There's even gang stalking that goes on here. And this is how this pastor and his partners in crime con people, okay? Because Spirit is saying that they're liars, they're cheaters, and they're thieves. I also see the Monarch programming card here at the bottom of the deck. Whoever this mega pastor is pretty high up. This person is wealthy enough to be rubbing the shoulders with a lot of other very prominent, wealthy, elite individuals. This pastor, the first lady, other leaders who hold positions within the church could all be under either demonic possession or mind control themselves, or they use some type of mind control tactics on their congregation. Because I feel like this is the card that was at the bottom of the deck. But this ties into this church corruption. Somehow. They're using some type of mind control tactics. It's the easiest way, or like brainwashing. It's like their congregation is like a cult. Spirit, give us one more for church corruption. And even anybody that that attends this church, they need to be careful with accepting anything that they do give out, give away. There's a curse latched onto it. So even when it seems like this church, like if they hold anything that seems like it's charitable in any type of way, or giving back to the community or to the congregation, even if it's just like a banquet or revivals, usually at revivals afterwards, there's food and different things that's being served. There's curses. Like this, there's spell work being done over the food. There's spell work that's being done over people. Like even when the doors of the church is open and people come down the aisles to the up to the front of the church and they get prayed for and different things like that, they are actually casting curses, casting spells over people. And if you listen at some of these individuals, what you all think is speaking is tongues is a demonic language. They're demonically possessed. They're not actually speaking in tongues. There's a lot that's going on with them. I see death and I see money here. All of this is tied into their church corruption. Something that has to do with mind control, monarch programming, brainwashing, as well as deaths. I feel like this has to do with like blood sacrifices going on in the church. Whether this be with members, their families, or extended persons, as well as money here. The leaders of this church are money-hungry gold diggers, and they're stealing from the church. They're stealing from the congregation. Spirit, clarify devil worshipers. So we have here, stop the bullying. How you a leader, but you manipulate and control others by trying to bully them into submission. We're talking about a pastor who abused their power, abused their authority. They violate people's rights, their privacy. This person is very possessive, very aggressive, very controlling, very manipulative, very narcissistic. This person probably even come off like a sociopath or even psychopathic behind the scenes. With this person, one might see their psychopathic nature, but this person is definitely a narcissist and a sociopath. They try to hide it, but this person is definitely abusive and a bully. This pastor is abusive even to the other leaders beneath him in the church. Him or her. Because we've yet to figure out if this is male or female. This person is also a cold-blooded murderer. I got the cold-blooded death or cold-blooded killer death card here, as well as I have the witchy twitchy card here. This pastor is heavily in the dark arts, blood sacrifice, rituals, witchcraft, spells, curses, black magic, voodoo. This person also belongs to a secret society. They're probably almost certainly a 33-degree Mason. This person is into Satanism, is a part of some type of witch coven or satanic cult. This person is a cold-blooded killer, though. This person has bodies. This pastor is responsible for multiple persons' death. And they are heavy in the dark arts, blood sacrifice, and satanic rituals. We have the devil here that sits here on betrayal for the love of money. Spirits say evil is as evil does. Okay? Like I said, we're talking about devil worshippers, individuals who are in wicked cults, witch covens. This pastor also has addictions. This could be sex addictions, drug addictions, alcohol addictions, lying addictions, cheating addictions, money addictions. This could be even gluttony. This could be overeating. This could be addictions of any kind. But they definitely have addictions, and they have addictive patterns of behavior. This pastor is both. This person is bisexual as well. This person is very sinister. They're toxic. They have bad habits. This pastor is a high-ranking witch or warlock. There's a whole demon that has set up shop within this pastor. Demonic possession is an understatement for the demon that's in this pastor. This person is definitely mix and mingle amongst the elites, the satanic powers that be. The person conjures demons, has a demon in him. This person can shapeshift. Or like the demon jumps in and out of their body. Like I said, this person belongs to a secret society. They're straight up sellout. You know they're a sellout. This person is chained to the devil. A shepherd for the devil. They done sold their soul and their ass to the devil and the satanic powers that be. I just think your life is a movie. This pastor, whoever they are, they either could have been a part of a movie, made a movie before, been in a movie, or some type of broadcast. But most mega churches have broadcasts, television broadcasts. They're heavy on the spell work, bro. Heavy on the spell work. This pastor causes a lot. There's a lot of lies with this pastor. A lot of things secret and hidden. This pastor causes a lot of misery and pain to others, heartache to others, sadness to others, sorrow to others. This person is full of deception and manipulation. This person is heavy. Like they eat, breathe, sleep, shit. Satanic shit. Okay? You know how people say their grace over their food? You know how people may say their prayers before they go to bed at night, or say a prayer when they get up in the morning? This is how frequently and how regularly this person does like spell work and pay their homage and send their prayers or their affirmations to Satan. Ooh. This person is a karmic, manipulative, deceiving. They're full of drama. They're two-faced. They're emotional abuser. They're demonic or demonically possessed. They're annoying. They're a hater. They're a bully, a habitual liar. They're a backstabber. They come off as aggressive, so anxious, crazy, or even lazy at times. This person definitely has a bad attitude behind the scenes. I feel like this person can play their role. Like when it's lights, camera, action, this person, like, you know, straighten up and fly right. Okay? This person can come off as ignorant sometimes as well, though. Like this person can be foolish when they want to. And it can either be an act or it could be the demon taking over, just making a fool of them in the moment. This person really has no love in their mind, body, soul, their heart. This person is mean, they're surly, they're evil, they're wicked, they're a heartbreaker. And they don't even care. It's like whoever this pastor is, they're lacking sympathy, empathy, remorse, emotions, regret. As I already told you, as I already picked up here, I have the LGBT community multisexual lovers card that just came out here. I see bisexual and I see gay. This person is not open with it though, obviously. Technically, if this person was to be open, the term that they will be given would be bisexual. But technically, this pastor's wife might be their beard, whether they know it or not. Because it's really, this pastor prefers a man. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Hold on, because now I see lesbian. I need to make sure. I see the world here. There's something major is going to happen with this pastor here. There might be a finalizing of something, a completion or ending of something. Something is coming to an end for something new to begin. This could be life changes, world events, regenerations. There's a completion of a cycle though here. And you see that all-seeing eye? You see that eye in the middle here? The powers that be might have something to do with something. And I see pick your poison. Ooh, wait. This pastor's into a lot. Prostitution, sex, drugs, alcohol, money, partying, violence, porn, dealing, lying, stealing, killing, cheating, loan sharking, scamming, gambling. This pastor is into a lot. A lot. I also see here no pain, no gain. This is my celebrity program card here. This is my, not only is this my celebrity program card, but it talks about wealthy persons who can often be seen as celebrities who have been programmed, but it also talks about those of them who have been cloned and replaced too, or who is being manipulated or controlled by the powers that be, or being handled in some type of way. Hold on, guys. I want to see something to know who we're talking about. Hold on just a minute, guys. Okay, guys, sorry for the pause. Um, I'm getting this. This is a masculine. It's interesting. This is so interesting, guys, because it's like I'm picking up more than one. It's like I'm picking up a male pastor as well as a female pastor with this reading. And it's like they're both up to, they both are fake phony Christians. They both got church corruption going on. They're both hypocrites in the church. They're both devil worshippers. They're both liars, cheaters, thieves. And they're down for betrayal for the love of money. Which, to be honest with you all, just to be quite frank, I believe all mega pastors are sellouts. I'm just sorry. They are. I really feel like any church that's 501c3, okay, which means they're tax-free, are at the beck and call of the government. They have to do what they say. That's why they're always pushing the issues and the agendas and the propagandas of the government, because they have to. Trust and believe me, you have no group, no organization, no business of any kind that's going to be tax-free. There's nothing free in the world. That comes at a cost. Okay, you have that privilege of having that for foundations like churches. Okay, so you can be puppets and slaves for the powers that be. If you notice any major thing that go on, especially when anything that has to do with racism, especially anything that have to do with riots and civil unrest and disorderly, they go right for the pastors. That's when they call up all the mega pastors and different things, and all the civil rights sellouts and different things, and have them to come out and please and appease the people. They're in the pockets of the satanic powers that be. They have to be sold out. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. It really has nothing to do on my part with me disliking any this, that, or the other type of person. It's all different types of folks in the world. All different shapes, sizes, colors, creeds, religions, and everything. And if they fall along the lines of these things, they are sellouts too. It's just period. I don't care. They could work for the government. They could be superstars and celebrities. They could be mega pastors. It doesn't matter. Okay? They are sellouts. They have to be. The powers that be demand it. Okay? It's just a matter of fact. Okay, let's get some further clarification here. Let's get some further clarification here, guys. It's interesting because I'm picking up two different energies, almost like from two different churches, but it's like the same shit is going on in both churches. One is ran by a masculine, and one is ran by a feminine, and they are both mega pastors. They have thousands upon thousands of people in their congregations. So let's see what else is going on here, guys. Yeah, we're talking about, look at this, wealthy man here. Wealthy man, the bottom of the deck. Wealthy men and women in power. Spirit clarify fake phony Christians pretending to be righteous when really they're sellouts and devils. Spirit is saying that they're false persons. They're fake, phony, fraudulent, untrue. They're wearing a mask. They're not who they appear to be. These individuals are liars, cheaters, deceivers, manipulators, con artists. Isn't it interesting that I told you it's a woman and a man? You see this woman here, but you also see this man here. They are both sellouts. Spirit, clarify hypocrites in the church. So you rich, huh? But are you a real one? Hypocrites in the church. What? That's why I'm getting a woman and a man. They're married. This is a married couple. They're in the same church. They could even have multiple churches. That's why I was getting a man and a woman. That's why I was telling you I'm getting a man and a woman. Liars, cheaters, and thieves. Sudden wealth here. This is how they get their sudden wealth. By gaslighting their congregation. By tricking them. By lying to them. By deceiving them. By manipulating them. By playing mind games with them. Emotionally abusing them. Putting them under mind control. Targeting them. Gang stalking them. Sudden wealth. They're liars, cheaters, and they're thieves. For sudden wealth. Spirit, clarify church corruption. Church corruption. It's interesting though. So who's that's the reason why I was getting gay and bisexual. And then I looked down and I seen lesbian. Like, it's like they're married, but the wife could prefer women. And the husband is really pleased by other men, but they do their thing together. I kid you not, y'all. Because I got, like, everybody that makes up the LGBT community on this card here. I have a specific lover's card that's specifically for the LGBT community. What I was drawn to first was bisexual. Then I seen gay. And then I seen, no sooner than I'm like thinking, okay, this is a masculine, this is about him. Then I seen lesbian. That's why I was like, hold up. I'm getting the energy of both a man and a woman. This is a married couple who has a mega church. And both of them are ordained ministers. I feel like they have multiple churches. Their congregation is huge. They bring in millions of dollars yearly. And they're technically, they are both classified as bisexual. But the husband really prefers another man, and the wife really prefers a woman. Baby, look. Oh, gosh, child, look. Baby, it's too early and too late for this at the same damn time where I'm in, child. So we got a wealthy man here. This is here on church corruption. So this wealthy man and women here, I feel like they both are involved in this, because I seen, there it is. As I was standing, it popped out. Privileged lady. You got the wealthy man and a privileged lady. These are both wealthy persons. You see her in her Sunday bed signing? And they both wealthy. And you see, look at this. 12, 13. That's how you know they go together. Like birds of a feather, child. They flock together, honey. They are... There's something with them where either they both are under mind control, or it's something that they do, that they push, they say something, they do something. I don't know if it's the lighting in their church, the wording that they use. I definitely know that they're using witch language on their congregation. And the tricky thing about witch language is it sounds like regular, some witch language sounds like regular English words unless it's spoke in another language. Okay? If a person go to speaking in a demonic tongue and begin speaking in another language, baby, you better get far the hell away. Okay? But it is possible for one to cast a word curse upon you in the church, and you just thinking they're saying regular English words. Okay? Curses and spells and different is energy. You ever seen those sermons where it's like the people, they come up and they lay their hands on you as they are mumbling stuff, saying certain stuff in the mic, and it's like they forcibly trying to push you down, knock you down? And you ever seen the person that go up and get prayed for, and they pushing on them and jerking on them, trying to knock them down? Some of them, they just go up, boom, and then the person just fall out or some shit like that. So made up. Whatever. And they roll down on the floor, act like they're going into convulsions, them shit like that or whatever. You ever seen them do it to someone and they don't fall out, don't fall down? Watch the expression on their face. The demon in them will damn near jump out, because that demon that's in them identifies with the demon that is in you or in that other person. Because the demon that is in, this is how you can easily know when other people, there could be people under demonic possession that don't know they under demonic possession. Okay? And one or two things, when this happens, one or two things is happening. One, you done went to a fake, phony, fraudulent church, and you didn't know it was fake, phony, and fraudulent until you got there, and you just going to be polite and stay through the remainder of the service. So when you decide to go up for prayer, you got to be in front of fake, phony, up close and personal when they try this stuff on you, and you just end up looking at them like, I know you ain't right? You know what I'm saying? Or either that person who just like, it's like they stone and can't be moved. That's because that pastor has run into a demon that is in that other person that refused to allow them to be knocked down. Okay? And you would damn near, sometimes you have to catch it. But most people who in the spirit and, usually the singing, is praising and worshiping that's going on in the midst of all this going on. So not many people's paying attention. But if you up close and personal and you would pay attention, you'll see this look that comes over the pastor's face like, They be able to identify, because they are already in the spirit. They just be in a demonic spirit. See, just because somebody is in this devilish energy don't mean they in the spirit. They just in darkness. You understand what I'm saying? Whew. But you can't forget that Lucifer is called the morning star. Okay? Even the moon has light, baby. Okay? Even the moon illuminates. You understand? Stars illuminate. Okay? That's why you got to be careful. See, everybody that say they in the light, you got to be careful what light that they in. Okay? Because every light ain't righteous light. You understand what I'm saying? Just because everything that's related to the devil is darkness and evil and wicked, and then you assume that there's no glimpse of light around. You're fooling with the morning star. The morning star is a jack of all trades. You have to know that about Lucifer. Lucifer can shape shift and mold itself into whatever you need it to be. Male, female, beast, or any other thing in between. Okay? Lucifer can quote scripture too. Okay? You think Lucifer don't know rules, regulations, and bylaws? You think Lucifer don't know the truth, the light, and the way? Come on, y'all. So if you need, this is how Lucifer is able. This is how Lucifer was able to reach the people in the church. By showing up in the church, shining his light, and being able to captivate the people in the church and get them to sell out. You ever seen a singer in the church that been singing in the choir all their life since they was a kid? I'm talking about can sing. Not just sing, they can sing, they can blow. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody love they singing. And they've been in talent shows and been singing in church and came up good old wholesome girl to that one day. Somebody came in that church. There was somebody and noticed that person. You ever notice how strong gospel singers can be captivated, tricked into selling out, signing bogus contracts, and before you know it, you look up and they sang in R&B? Yeah. See, Lucifer infiltrated the churches a long time ago. This is how I know they sell out. So I don't even have to do this reading for you all to tell you that the church sold out a long time ago. They ushering y'all to the slaughter for the powers that be, for the government. That's why the Most High say, see, the church is within you. God is within you. Just like love is within you, and God is love. That's why the Most High said, come out of her, my people. Who in the hell do you think is her? Come out of her, my people. See, y'all think you need a perfect foundation, a building. Church can be anywhere. Church can be outside down by the riverside with no windows, no walls. Church can be anywhere. Church is within inside of you. You know how many faithful, die-hard Christians on their deathbed right now, the sick and shut in, can't even leave the house to even go to church? You think somehow when they was no longer able to go to church that they lost faith? No. So are they going to be punished because they can't make it to church? Let them tell it. If you ain't in their church and you ain't living by their way and their rules according to what they call righteousness, and somehow you going to die and go to hell. That's what they tell you. Come out of her. Now, people, that's what the word say. I'm just relaying you down. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. Spirit clarify devil worshipers. Devil worshipers. They're in concern about something. There's something these devil worshipers are in concern about. Something that they got wrapped up in. It's something that they can't speak out about as well. You see that? You see how that card just, I was getting ready to hold it up for you, that card just fell. They worried about falling. The failure of the church, or the falling of the empire, or something here. But they have to stay quiet about something. You see how his hand is over his mouth? You see the 33 up there? So he's definitely a 33-degree Mason. See how the hand is over his mouth? He's concerned about something, worried about something, afraid about something, scared about something he can't speak out about. And you see the Baphomet horns that he throwing up here with this hand, but he holding them down. See, that's how they slick subliminally do it, to make you think they ain't really doing nothing, when they still doing the signs and the symbols, and just, you have to have an eye to see, baby. There's something going on. There's something going on. This pastor in particular got a lot of bodies. He's a cold-blooded killer, spirit say. And they are heavy in the spell work. Betrayal for the love of money. We got the family room here. And I'm telling you, see, the family ain't well knit as you think. Do you see how that family room empty? The kids ain't there. The grandkids ain't there. You don't see the husband. You don't see the wife. You don't see no other man. The family is torn from behind the scenes. See, they put on a unified front when they stand in front of the people. But this betrayal for the love of money is tied to family here. And with the devil being here, they have definitely had to come up off the blood sacrifices here. There's a lot of lies and deception, pain, heartache, sadness, sorrow, manipulation, and different things within their family. A lot of heavy spell work goes on behind their mansion doors in the family home. I wouldn't be surprised if their children actually hate them. They just put on a front in front of the world. I bet you the children probably hate them. And if the children have children, if they have grandchildren, the children is likely not to even really care to want to bring them around. But I feel like it's for the church's sake, they may still unite together as a public front in front of the world, especially since they have a mega church. But I feel like this couple have multiple churches. So there's one main church that they be at the most, or they may travel around when they go to the other churches, making their appearance in the other churches. This is the reason why they have co-pastors and things like that. That's it. Ooh, child. First card I got was priest. Fake phony Christians in the church. Hypocrites in the church. They pleasure seekers. Spirits say they false too. They fake, phony, fraudulent, untrue. I wasn't even through Shepherd and the cards came up. Church corruption. Church corruption. Ooh. We got servant here. There is some type of prostitution that's going on in the church. A servant is someone who performs duties for money. So this pastor have servants, persons that serve them, but they're also like slaves. Whether sex slaves, prostitutes, or whatever, there's a lot of church. This is the reason for the mind control. Money. See, these devil worshippers, what they concerned about is the fact that they sell out, because they're really working for somebody else. As big and bad as they think they are, as wealthy as they are, they have been allowed to get this wealthy because they sold out. Otherwise, the satanic powers that be could have shut them down a long time ago. They would have infiltrated them just like they infiltrated the Panthers and some of everybody else, any other group that you know, large group that you know that has congregated together. That's how I know they sell out. So as big and bad and bold and rich and wealthy and powerful as they look to the outside, looking in, they sell out. So they're still working for someone, helping someone, doing a job for someone here who has allowed them to be wealthy like this. But they also know if they was to step out of line, fall out of order, it will be a problem. Spirit, what's this betrayal for this level of money? Ooh. There's fortunes that's involved in something. They may have to come off a sacrifice, or a sacrifice is being asked of them. Spirit, clarify this betrayal for the love of money. Somebody is we got haughtiness here. So this pastor is very arrogantly superior, possessive, controlling, manipulative, dominant, bossy, ruly. Yeah. And we also have thief here. So something was stolen. Or they're trying to steal something. Something was stolen here. Money. I also see the enemy here. I see enemy. Something is going on with one of their children. Their children may have stolen something, taken something, or either they have to do something. Haughtiness, thief, fortune. Haughtiness means someone who is being arrogant, who is arrogantly superior. We have thief and fortune here. And some type of betrayal for the love of money. Family room with the devil. And two not today Satan cards. This not today Satan card talks about their spell work, witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, hexes, curses, spells, all the other shit they do. This not today Satan card says, get thee behind me. This talks about lies, misery, pain, deception, heartache, sadness, sorrow, manipulation. There's a lot going on here. See, somebody all up in their head, all up in their thoughts. The wife is in sorrow about something going on. Could be with a child. I feel like they may have to come up off a sacrifice of one of their children. Powers that be might be asking them for a sacrifice of something that they love. Yeah. I see wedding, which talks about a married couple, despair, surprise, shock, love, sigh. You see how this person is mourning? They're holding a picture of someone here. Powers that be might be... There's something going on here. Powers that be might want them to give up one of their kids in some way, shape, form, or fashion. There's also something with a theft going on here. They got a lot of fucking corruption in this church, man. A lot of corruption. You got lying, cheating, stealing, sexual escapades, devil worship, betrayal, all kinds of things going on here. Okay, guys, we're going to get some further clarification. There's something going on. Child, prison, despair, wedding. See, this couple is involved in this shit together. Something to do with a child. They could be facing prison for something. And they in despair over this. There's a lot of conversation, gossip, rumors, speculations, accusations going on. Spirit, clarify fake, phony Christians. So we have deception and temptation here. Hypocrites in the church, Spirit. These hypocrites in the church, they have a shadow side. With the moon card here, this talks about secret things, hiding things, what's done in the dark. So they're involved in a lot of things that's done behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind people's backs, in darkness that they try to keep hidden from everyone else. Spirit, clarify liars, cheaters, and thieves. There's something that happened or is going to happen unexpectedly, like a tower. This is just going to happen all of a sudden out the blue. A major upheaval, a sudden shakeup, tragedy, chaos, like this lightning striking here. Spirit, clarify church corruption. I see control tactics here. There's some type of control tactics that's being used in this church on their members, on the other workers or leaders of the church, or those who hold positions within the church, or some type of control tactics is being used. We got careers, or excuse me, contracts, careers, and commitments. This is Saturn energy, Satan energy. Devil worship spirit. Devil worship spirit. Got confusions, illusions. This is Neptune energy. We also have the family here. So the family is involved in this. This says family, home, commitment. So they all sold out to this. Betrayal for the love of money. We have ego, vanity, and pride. Spying, watching, inspecting. There's some type of limitations. There's some type of limitation. Somebody is limited in some type of way now, and it's causing them some type of fears. Okay, somebody could be detached and cold. Somebody could be dealing with lack and doubts in some type of way. Somebody needs to heal their inner child. Somebody may have suffered some type of childhood trauma or something. This may be a child of this this pastor. Yeah, I see third eye clarity here. So this talks about truth and clarity. Pluto energy here, transformation. This is like the death card here. This third eye clarity card is like the Ace of Swords. This Pluto transformation card is like the death card. So some type of truth or clarity is coming out pertaining to a death. Somebody could be in regret now over a situation. But something is fated to happen. There's some type of divine intervention taking place as it relates to the situation, guys. Spirit, clarify these fake, phony Christians. Fake, phony Christians, please, Spirit. So I feel like there's a lot going on with these fake, phony Christians. I see obstacles and challenges, deception and envy, temptations. There's a lot going on with these fake, phony Christians. But we know that they're sellouts. Spirit, what's going on with these fake, phony Christians? It's interesting because, wow. I literally just seen spiritual union. This is a husband and a wife who are corrupt and working together on this demonic empire that they have here, okay? But these hypocrites in the church, this has caused some type of disruption. Liars, cheaters, and thieves. Some type of truth or clarity came out pertaining to these lies, the deception, the manipulation, the cheating, the stealing. Church corruption spirit. This church corruptions is due to some type of partnerships and alliances here. Okay, so like I told you, this goes hand in hand with control tactics, contracts, careers, commitments here. These individuals are sellouts. They sold their soul to the devil and they sold out to the satanic powers that be. That's why the partnerships and alliances lie here. Okay, secret societies and shit. Okay, Spirit clarify. Devil worshippers. Devil worshippers. These people have been involved. There's something with the sacrifice here. There's something with the sacrifice. This could be what has somebody in mental conflict. There's temptation. Okay? Lustful temptations and desires. Okay, addictions, bad habits. This is like seeing the devil in the traditional tarot deck. It's literally a 15. 1 and 5 is 6. Okay, there's some type of deception and envy that is going on. Spirit, what's going on with this betrayal for the love of money? Betrayal for the love of money. Heartache and loss and sacrifice here. Something has to do with a sacrifice here. The death of someone. This has either already happened or it has to happen. Like, the powers that be could be calling for a sacrifice from this person, but it seems like there's something else that is going on that has to do with them being liars, cheaters, and thieves. Like something was stolen, like some type of fortunes or something like that. And it's got them wrapped up into some trouble with all this other illegal business that they got going on. But something comes down to some type of sacrifice here. Heartache, loss, and a sacrifice. And it's causing them obstacles and challenges, as well as mental conflict. Someone is also dealing with some type of emotional withdrawal at this time as well, y'all. This is wild. So let's put some tarot, guys, and we're gonna wrap this reading up. Family is definitely involved. We have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Somebody reflecting back over the past, thinking back about something. Yeah, pertaining to a large amount of money. Things is going all haywire. Y'all just see my faith thing just tip back, fall back. It's got the Virgin Mary on there. Hold on. They lost faith a long time ago, though. Something has something to do with the mother, like something. I don't know if they're requesting something of the mother to do something. It's causing her mental conflict. Ultimate betrayal. Deception. There's the Father. You got the Emperor there. Some type of fast communication, action being taken. Extreme feelings, overwhelming emotions here. Spirit, clarify these fake phony Christians, please. So they're dealing with some burden, some hardships, some problematic situations. They feel like they got a lot of responsibility, more being put on them than they can bear. They feel overworked. They feel stressed. They feel imbalanced right now. Okay? Spirit, clarify hypocrites in the church. So one of the main problems is they have a huge ego. They're full of themselves. Okay? There's a lot of illusions and dependency and materialism about this couple here. Once again, this is a 15. 1 and 5 is 6. Okay, they're sellouts. They're sold out to the satanic powers that be. Okay, and they sold out because they wanted wealth, they wanted power, they wanted prestige, they wanted status, and they got a huge ego. Okay, and they're surrounded by a bunch of illusion, dependency, and materialism here. They're hypocrites. Spirit, clarify liars, cheaters, and thieves. Liars, cheaters, and thieves. So we have the 8 of Earth here, which is the 8 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot deck. So they're definitely lying, cheating, and stealing from people within the congregation, persons from within the church here. Okay. The 8 of Pentacles talks about the money one makes from the work that they do here. Somebody is definitely, and like I said, we know that these are mega pastors here because they have like success, triumph, victory, and public recognition. Even if you aren't a religious person, it's almost impossible for you not to know of these people or heard of these people. Spirit, clarify church corruption. Church corruptions. There's a whole bunch of third party situations that's happening. Celebrating, drinking, partying. This could even be threesomes, orgies, sex parties. There's a lot of third party situations that's going on within their church. Any other church corruption, Spirit? Any other church corruption? There's a lot of gossip as well that's going around. Gossip and rumors that's going around about this church corruption. Something is definitely causing a lot of conflict. Something, there could be like fighting, fussing, cussing, arguments, disagreements, mistakes that was made, melodrama. There could be resentment here, but something has brought about some type of endings. There was a betrayal, disloyalty. You got the 5 of air with the 10 of air. There's the 5 of swords and the 10 of swords here. So some type of conflict over some type of betrayal. Spirit, clarify, what is that? Betrayal for the love of money. Betrayal for the love of money. Yeah, I'm telling you, something has to do. Ooh, endings, transformations, freedom. This is like seeing the death card here. Oh, wow. This couple has already sacrificed a child in some type way of shape, form, or fashion, either by death or sexually. They gave their child over to the powers that be to have their way with. Either allowed them to be turned out or to be used for sex or whatever, or either they blood sacrificed them. But, oh, this says release the Empress world. That's literally death, Empress world. The powers that be is asking this mega pastor for a blood sacrifice of their wife. In an effort to clear up this lies, cheating, stealing, this fornication, adultery, church corruption shit, this conflict and betrayal that's they want a sacrifice, but they want it's either another one of their children or a wife. Oh, wait. And this mega pastor in so deep on a lot of shit. I see. I keep seeing threes. They may want 3 sacrifices, and they might want to take them all out at once, like in a fire or something. Oh my God. Mm, mm, mm. This is definitely sacrifice. They got to come up out this sacrifice if they want this wheel of fortune to turn in their favor. If they want protection, a sacrifice have to be made. And if they want to be lucky and have progress and change and get this wheel of fortune to turn in their favor, look at this. Look around that wheel. What you see? A bunch of children. Mm-hmm. This pastor in some deep shit. That might be what the page of air was that came out with the 3 of water. It was a third party situations, but with children. Oh. Oh. The prostitution of children? This person got to come off. If they want protection, luck, and progress and change, the powers that be want some major bloodshed from them. I believe they want 3 sacrifices. The powers that be really want the wife. They could be asking for the wife and 2 children, or the wife and maybe other persons close to this pastor. I know that the wife is in the equation. You know the fucked up thing about it though? Ooh, and that's why this is coming out off on betrayal for the love of money. Y'all, the fucked up thing about this, remember when Spiritual Union came out and I told you they've been in all this shit that's been going on together? They pinning them against each other. They telling the husband, you got to come off the sacrifice of your wife and whoever else. They telling the wife, you got to come off the sacrifice of your husband and whoever else they ask for. They pinning them against each other. Whoever decides to take the bait first, that's who gonna win. That's who gonna get the protection, and that's who gonna get this wheel of fortune to turn in their favor, baby. This is too much. 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, baby. This is all about commitment, family, ooh. Otherwise, somebody's mega church is about to go down. Them, their empire, their entire family, every fucking thing, and they about to be shamed. Shamed is an understatement. And the powers that be is going to allow it to happen. It ain't going to matter that they asses no Eastern Stars, no Mason, no nothing the fuck else, because they in way too deep. They got deaths under their belts. The fact that they sell out, stay into devil worship. The devil worship. They've been doing devil worship openly in the church. And it's known about. There's third party, all type of sexual activity going on. There's brainwashing and mind control like it's being run like a cult. There's thefts of monies. And they got all kinds of fucking corruption going on in this church, bruh. It's a matter of who gonna take the bait first. Because I believe they gave the wife the same deal they gave the husband. Now it's a matter of who gonna sacrifice who first. The screwed up thing about this, is they could both be getting played. They could both end up being knocked off. You know, it's fucked up when you get paid by the satanic powers that be, and they make you feel like you getting a choice, and they end up knocking you both off. I told you before, like what happened with Whitney Houston, rest her soul, and Bobby Christina, rest her soul. Y'all remember the night Clive Davis party, when y'all might have seen that interview when Whitney had walked up on Brandy and Monica and Clive Davis doing this interview, and Whitney Houston was all wet. They was going to that party, Clive Davis's party that night. And Brandy ended up asking her why was she all wet, and she ended up whispering something to Brandy, and she was telling her that Bobby Christina had almost drowned that night. They wanted to blood sacrifice Bobby Christina from the jump. Whitney Houston did not want her child to be sacrificed, and was sacrificed instead. But they turned around, and this is the reason why they turned around. They played Whitney Houston though, because they turned around and sacrificed Bobby Christina any fucking way, in the same exact way that they murdered her mother. The powers that be is what I'm speaking of. Sacrifice Whitney Houston in the same way that they, or sacrifice Bobby Christina in the same way that like, you know, what's the likelihood of that? That literally months apart, and nobody found it suspicious. And then not long after, and then they tried to, and not long after that, they tried to pin the murder. They said Whitney Houston's death was a drug relapse overdose, drowned in a tub. But Bobby Christina turned around and died the same exact way as her mama, and they pinned it on the boyfriend Nick, I think it was his name. He was just a patsy, because that boy didn't been gonna have nothing to do with that shit in the Man on the Moon. They just put it on him. And then what they do, they turned around and killed him too, to shut him up, to make sure he wouldn't speak. And y'all still around here dying to be in the industry. What you think you're going to change when you get there with your talent, skills, and abilities? Anyway, I brought that up to say, I don't know why I'm getting that type of vibes. Because see, both of them sellouts. And all the corrupt shit that's been going on in the church, they been in it together. It ain't like just the man, the head pastor of the church, been doing all of this behind a little old sweet first lady back, and she ain't been knowing a thing. She been in it with him. She know all this stuff going on. She got secrets too. They both cutthroat and ruthless. Okay? So I feel like the powers that be, they speak to her privately just like they didn't speak to him privately. And it's just an awful thing all the way around, but it be a trip. Like, it's not beneath the powers that be to lie to you. Okay? There's no guarantee that they won't change their mind, or they being up and up with you. Or, you know, just they can tell you anything just to get what the hell they want. They might end up sacrificing them both and still disgracing the entire church. Destroying them and taking all their wealth. This is major here, y'all. There is a lot of corruption in this church. Sex, drugs, alcohol, money, violence, gambling, partying, porn, lying, stealing, killing, cheating, prostitution, scamming, loan sharking. Y'all, they involved in a lot of shit. Not to mention their sexual preferences is hidden too. All of this shit would be exposed if they was to go there. And see, the bad thing about the parents being disgraced, because the children would still be disgraced and barely be able to show their damn face. And the powers that be is liable to try to take everything away from them and the children. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Because they don't play fair. That's what's going on here, y'all. That's what's going on. So I do hope that this has given you the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation that you are dealing with. There is dark parties that they be having. What is these? Satanic parties? Sex parties? Or some shit going on in the church. It's a trip though, because I feel like they've been watched for a while. And somebody in power just been stacking up different shit against him to use as blackmail. Something is a plan set up. Something is a plan set up. This pastor got competition all around him. So there's other pastors in competition with this, this pastor. There's definitely betrayal. You can't trust anybody. Satanic sellouts. Somebody gets drunk and violent. Somebody's violent when they're drunk, however you want to say it. There's insurance fraud that going on within this church. Somebody saying it's my money and I want it now. A table will be prepared for you in the presence of your enemies is in the reverse, baby. That ain't gonna happen. You got bad vibes all around. Could be haters, envy, jealousy, obsession. Somebody's feeling insecure. Definitely money is a factor here, big factor of things going on. Somebody turned their back on you, friends, family, fans. Wickedness in high places, evildoers in disguise. High priestess. There's a secret spy that's been watching them. Shadow government, cons in action. They belong to a satanic cult. Any other messages for you? Ooh, what I tell you. Pimpin' pastor. Pimpin' pastor. The devil in disguise. Ooh. Y'all too cool for Sunday school. Demonic possession. Your family made attempts to harm you. So I'm telling you, these motherfuckers, they so shiesty. They'd have been a part of the corruption together, but they literally plotting to take each other out behind each other back. Y'all remember Mr. and Mrs. Smith? You know how both of them was playing their roles at the beginning. They didn't know the other ones was agents, and then when they found out that they ended up getting it. They was told there was a hit taken out on both of them, so they were supposed to take each other out and different shit like that or whatever. And then when they didn't do what they told, there was just a hit that was put out on them both, and they ended up hunting them. Y'all, this shit here crazy. This shit here crazy. This possibly got something to do with some type of death camps, or know something about some type of death camps. And I don't know if these are where these death camps at. If these is the FEMA death camps where they got the mass grave coffins and shit ready, set, go, or if these some other type of death camps, honey. But they in too deep, child. This is just too much. You have to. Oh, child, you allowed to have to burn some sage just walking up in that damn church there. Anything else, Spirit? Any other messages? Somebody mad as hell, though. Somebody is fiery anger. Fiery anger, mad as hell, outraged. Careful of the people around you. Spirit say they fucked up a long time ago. What you say? Casting curses and spells. Spirit, on any other messages? We got family disloyalty and betrayal. What I tell you? What I tell you? I'm going to leave it there. I hope this gave y'all the truth and the clarity that you are seeking pertaining to a situation that you are dealing with. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is Shine Bright Like a Diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For those of you who are interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do thank you in advance. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $tiffdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch the company, watch surrounding in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.